the shacklemen. Oh.
Hello and welcome to Coxie's Picks, and this might be a slightly longer video because today we're going to be looking at a tool from Sparrows, sometimes called the Reach, and other times it's referred to as Unhinged. Now it's based on an idea conceived by one of our fellow lock sporters, Rook Knight, and I will link the video, and hopefully if I figured it out right it will appear up here. If not, it'll be in the description. From when we do a challenge a long time ago, almost 2 years ago, when we were messing around with hinged and thumb cuffs. But here's the tool, and it's called the Reach because the idea is to get over hinged handcuffs whilst the keyholes are facing up. Now it opens up, it is quite stiff on these rivets. Now that's probably because it's brand spankers, but there we are. So you can see that it forms a Z. Now the idea is that you then make the shape that you need to reach over the top and into the keyway, or underneath and into the keyway. But that aside, I thought it would be interesting to see, because they've used the Chaos card key profile to see if it's actually any good against hinged cuffs. So this is just purely hinged, right? I will include at the end one rigid just to show one of the problems that I can already see, but this is the first time through, so I suppose we better start off with the Smith & Wesson. So here we are, Smith & Wesson. This is the model 301. It is the latest off the shelves. So what we're going to do is put the key in, just like so, and straight away we can see off the bat that the blade is too tall, right? And I don't want to force it. So far, oh, it's gone in that side. Okay, this is a good... Right, let's stick with the one that it went in. So it went in this side. It's stiff. And I think... Oh yeah, we're getting there. Oh, I'll have to create a little handle, I think. So if we go, no, it's not getting. I will end up twisting that blade if I put this on. This is probably because Smith & Wesson are quite notorious with their springs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help it out by doing a little bow press. Nope, that's not helping at all. No. Okay, so Smith & Wesson, no go. Alright. I mean, you probably could, but I'll end up bending it, and I don't want to bend it and break it because I've only just got it. So let's go against, this is Hyatt's. It's the same spec as TCH. This is the hinge, this is the British ones. So in we go. It's in, and we reach around. Yep, I can feel the pulls. And something either clicked or snapped. No, it clicked. Good. So it's not getting all three pulls. Oh yes it did, there we go. Phew, lovely. So we got a winner. So it does Hyatt's. Moving on, go over to Brazil. This is the Algemas Brazil. This is their hinged, right? So in we go. And doesn't appear to be actually actioning. Oh, yep, there we go. With a little bit of a pull press, we got that one done. Okay, now we're going on to Viper Tech. Now this is a Smith & Wesson clone, but they use a cheaper, nastier spring, so everything's a lot easier in there to pick. So over we go, and with no problems whatsoever, it opens up. So Viper Tech are good to go. Now we're going to go on to Alcyon, right? And as you can see, we've got the traditional 30-20 body, but we've got a hinge mech in between. And you'll notice that we now have a central keyway. Okay, so over we go, and easy peasy. So that's the Spanish ones done. Going through, got to have a bit of peerless. So again, we've got a central point. Put the key in. Gonna go all the way around. Oh, it's already grinding against something. Okay. Try it on the other side. No, it's not. Okay, peerless, no go. Don't want to force the tool. Now we got some Chicago before they were branded Chicago. Let's go like this, in, and yep, lo and behold, easy peasy. And It wouldn't be a test without ASP. What I'm going to do is, because we've got two different keyways, I'll test here and I'll test here. So first things first, over we go, and that has done it. Yep, lovely. So that's that one, and then we go into this one. Okay, so yeah, it works. Gets caught up a bit though, and there we go. So yeah, and as you can see, I've been quite gentle, and so I haven't bent the actual profile whatsoever. But it is unfortunate that it didn't work on Peerless or Smith & Wesson. Now that could be because I was being far too gentle with it, but I know that it will struggle with the rigid ones, mainly because of the plastic, but hopefully we shall see. So in we go, and it's not quite, well, it is grounding out on the plastic and I can't turn it, so that is a no-go. That is a shame. Is it actually touching and interacting with any pulls? No, not in the slightest. Okay, so what would we need to do? Well, first things first is we're going to need to tweak that blade, actually make it a little bit smaller, and we're also going to need to take this in a diagonal, so it comes up in a curve, and this side in a curve, so that we can get inside that plastic trough for the rigid. Let's see if we can actually get out of a set of, right, so we need to ditch this one and this one. We'll use the Viper Tech, right? With any luck, I will stay in camera and on shot on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do keyholes facing up, and we're going to go and try and use this tool in a quick demonstration of how it should be done, right, and see if we can escape. So I'll just take my watch off, and over we go. So that's that one, and this one. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to get our key blade facing the correct orientation, and as you can see, I need it to be facing this way when it's underneath, so it's going to come this way, like so. So we're going to go like this, 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 this. Okay, and you're going to reach underneath the key, so look how it's going underneath. I'm going to try and get it into that position. Right, once you've got it in position, it's then a case of trying to get it to go around the way you want it to go. Now, looking at this, you're going to encounter problems with your wrist impacting with what you need to do. So once it's in position, so let's go back in, right, I would say get it around to the double lock side, like so, because you've got the double lock there, and then it's going to be a case of we're going to have to force to readjust. So I would suggest that we use, whilst it's in the 90 degrees, we then come back on ourselves, and then, with any luck, come back up. There we are. Oh, I just popped out. That's not what I wanted. Never mind. Go again. If anyone's interested, there are actually easier ways of doing this. And let's just go a little bit more extreme on the shapes. Apologies. It is quite stiff to rotate this. I'm assuming that after you've worked it all out and got the kinks and got used to it, it will bend and move a lot easier, because I would like it now to just flex and drop into that hole, but it's not doing what I want it to do because it's still brand new and stiff, so it probably needs working a bit. And get in there. Go on. Worst fishing expedition ever. Concentrating, getting over that key post. There we are, so we're in. Okay, now that we've got it in, it's just a case of aligning, getting against that pull, and then it opens up. Then we can remove, Rinse and repeat on the other side, just like so. Place the cuffs down, fold the tool back up, and it is quite a neat little package. Plonk it back in the box for safekeeping, and there we are. So that's the Sparrows Reach. Do I like it? It needs a lot of work just to make it more user friendly. Very strange that it's not working with Smith & Wesson latest versions or the Peerless, but that could be because it's the new springs. Not really sure. It could be based on, maybe they did a lot of their testing against these, the Viper Tech series. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure we can play around with that. However, it was a pretty good success rate against a lot of European cuffs. Unfortunately, not a lot of use against rigid. But yeah, there we are. So thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.